to the StaR's Cartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is stop making recordings about me. I don't like it. The scripture comes from Jasher 13 and 2. And the people of the land of Haran saw that Abram was good and upright with God and men, and that the Lord his God was with him. And some of the people of the land of Haran had joined Abram, and he taught them the instruction of the Lord and his ways. And these men remained with Abram in his house, and they adhered to him. So here's the message. God said for somebody, people assume that you be talking about them, but that's not what you're doing. Y'all, I just noticed that the port of my charger is stuck in my phone. Okay, I got it right. Okay. Anywho, but so I'm gonna have to buy another one of them. But anyways, I'd rather have to buy another charger than to have to buy another phone, because for those of y'all that don't know, I got this phone when I got my settlement from my car accident, and I paid 2 stacks for this phone. And you know, people be asking me, Star, why you still got that old phone? I'm not buying another one until this one is done. Like, and I mean it. I'm not doing it. I refuse. You know what I'm saying? I refuse. Anyways, I feel like the message is for whoever this is for. There's someone that they assume that everything you say is about them. And you know, I've dealt with this before, how people will assume, like they'll come on here watching the videos and they be really thinking that I'm talking about them. And you know what I'm saying? As I've said before, I know thousands of people. And this is not even me just like, I'm not making nothing up. I know thousands of people. My class just alone from school was dang near at 1,000. I went to several different secondary schools. I've been to beauty school twice. I've been to school to be a medical assistant, school to be a CNA. I went to a community college. I know people from when I was partying, and just I partied not only in Houston, in Dallas, in Florida. I partied like, baby, I know a lot of people, y'all. I know people from traveling. You know what I'm saying? I didn't travel to several different states out the country. I know a lot of people. I grew up with people that did not go to school with me. I know a lot of people. So for one person to come and watch a video and think, she has to be talking about me. Okay, baby. You can think what you want to. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, as I've said time and time again, me giving my testimony is not the same as me coming on here being messy. That's not mess. Okay, me giving my testimony is me talking about occurrences that happened in my life. And if you just so happen to be somebody that did some kind of hardship to me, tried to put a hardship on me, you wanted to put me through this, you wanted to put me through that, you caused this to happen, you caused that to happen, whatever, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You just so happen to be a part of the testimony. I ain't say your name, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, you really shouldn't have did what you did. And that's that. And I can say that with my whole chest. And like, if you didn't, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't want to be a part of my testimony, maybe you shouldn't have did what you did and you wouldn't be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? You might be on the good side. But you know what I'm saying? You chose to do me the way you did. You chose to do what you did. And it is what it is. But at the same time, my testimony helps so many people. And I truly feel like God intended for it too. Thousands of people are able to be touched by me talking about things that happened to me and giving warnings to other people so they don't have to go through it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if you didn't want to be a part of somebody's testimony, maybe you should take out the time, effort, and energy to think about your actions next time. Maybe you shouldn't treat people that way next time. If you know you can't go around making a conscious decision that you're going to bully somebody, that you're going to talk down on somebody, that you're going to gossip about somebody, you're going to gang up on somebody, you're going to sleep with somebody, man, you're going to try to set somebody up, you're going to try to drag them this way, that way, and the third. You want to try to fight people and all that kind of stuff. And then when somebody says something about what happened to them, and tells, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's a miracle that I'm even here. And it is. And you can't get mad because your plan didn't work out the way you thought it would. And now the person that you expected to be the victim, the person that you expected this to happen to, that to happen, it didn't. And they actually have a story about what you did to them because they survived. And they have the audacity, the nerve, the God-given right to tell their story to other people so that the same thing that happened to them won't happen to them. You want to get mad because how dare they? How dare you? Why did you do that? You're still trying to point the blame towards the person. You should have left them alone in the first place. Why was you messing with them in the first place? Why would you do that anyways? I just feel like, and this is like for somebody, they can't figure, like they don't want, why you keep talking, you're not even saying their name. You're not specifically talking about them. But they feel some kind of way. Because of why? Their intentions they had towards you. How they really felt about you. Things they were doing behind your back. It makes them feel some kind of way. Oh, well, too bad, too sad. Instead of them getting so concerned about you, so worked up about what you're doing, what they really need to do is think about their actions and how they treat people next time. They should think about how they treat people next time. They should take a second look. They should actually sit down and think about what they say before they say it next time. They should think about what they do before they do it next time. They should think about who they messing with and what could possibly happen in the future next time. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. They can't get upset because you done dust yourself off and you move forward with your life. And now, if somebody is going through something, you can tell them, oh, you better be careful because let me tell you what happened to me. How can they get mad? You're not making stuff up. You're literally talking about what happened to you. That is your testimony. That is your story. You have a right to talk about the things that you have went through. You have a right to talk about the things that have happened to you. And especially if you are using that story in an attempt to help somebody else and prevent it from happening to them. What's wrong with that? No, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people, they'll get mad because they want to be able to kick you and nobody see it. Nobody saw them kick you and they want to get away with it. No, but I remember you kicking me though. And I know who did it. It was you. I was there. I saw it. That's just like if somebody do some kind of crime to you. And, you know, you go to the police officers and the officers say, well, what happened? So you're supposed to just sit there and not say that? Like, nah, what's the point of going to them then? Some people think that they can just get away with anything. They can treat you any kind of way. And you're just supposed to sit there and be quiet and accept it. Nah, boo. Nah, boo. You know what I'm saying? I know me, I always been the kind of person, I like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? And that's just me being real. And I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm real every time I come up on here. I don't say nobody's name. I don't show pictures and call people out. Even when I have shown pictures, like, you know what I'm saying, of me in the past, I black out people's faces. So it ain't no need for nobody to feel no kind of way unless your conscience is getting to you. Your conscience is getting to you. So you feel some kind of way. You shouldn't have did what you did then. Maybe you should learn from that. Instead of trying to find some kind of way to put the blame on somebody else. Nah. I can help people with my testimony if I want to. If God sees fit. But in reality, if you didn't want to feel no kind of way about the testimony I have, maybe you shouldn't have put yourself, you shouldn't have played that part. You could have played the part of somebody that was uplifting me. You could have played the part of somebody that was helping me. You could have played the part of somebody that was loving me and caring for me. But no, you ain't want to do that. You chose what you chose to do. And because you chose to do what you chose to do, you played the part that you played. That was your position. And that's just what it is. You could have easily and simply been a person that was my bestie. You could have been a person that had my back. You could have been a person when somebody was trying to plot on me and they was making up this plan, that one, and the third. You could have told them, nah, you better not do that, because if you do, you're going to have to deal with me. But did you do that? Nah. You chose to be the one that went against me. You chose to be the one to start the mess. You chose to be the one to stir the pot. And that's where you got to see. You got to eat that. And that's what it is. You got to eat that. Sorry. But what am I sorry for? I ain't do nothing to you. In reality, because I took out the time. I took a year out of time before I even came up on this here platform reciting any dream or message that God has given me to think about every single decision I made. That part. I took out that time. I sat down with God and talked to God about the things that I've done in my life. I repented of my sins. But it's not my problem if somebody else can't repent of what they did. It's not my problem if somebody can't accept the position that they played. It's not my problem if somebody feels some kind of way because they did me wrong. And I remember. Oh, well, yes, my memory works very well. After all the things that I've been through. After all the times people tried to take me up out of here. After all the times people tried to mix stuff in my food, in my drinks, all that. I remember everything, that part, by the grace of God. Yes, I remember. Too bad, too sad. You should have not have done what you did. Then you wouldn't feel the way that you felt. And the sad thing is, some people, they still will carry on trying to do stuff to you, trying to see if you gonna catch on. Like, oh, like, baby, y'all, like, what do you expect? What did you think would happen? I don't understand the logic. It's insanity at this point. Anyways, that's the message. Okay, that's the message. God said, like, ain't nobody get mad at you for telling your testimony. The testament of your life. Talking about things that you went through. Experiences you have seen. And the way that people treated you along your journey. That is your testimony. It is a difference between a testimony and idle gossip. Idle gossip is when you think you heard this and you think you saw that, and that's not things that you know. Those are lies. Those are fabrications. But when you have a testimony and you know for a fact somebody did this, that, and the third, that is your testimony. And I will stand in my right to recite my testimony, and I don't care who mad. That part. You shouldn't have did what you did then. You shouldn't have did what you did then. And 9 out of 10, it's somebody that was so fake and phony, you ain't even want to say nothing to my face. That part. Anyways, that's the message. 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 Because I'm saved and sanctified. But baby, these hands did not stop working. That part. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.